Peace, peace, grace and peace. I'm your brother Saint Zammer, Archangel of the Lord Christ Messiah. And for those of you who don't know who the Christ is, who was prophesied to raise in the last days amongst his brethren, he goes by the name of YahJew Judah, which is probably why you didn't know, because the prophecy says that he would have a name written that no man knew but he himself. So stay tuned, because I'm here to give you the testimony of Christ, which is the spirit of prophecy in the last days.
If I came as deep in the night, you ain't see me? Nah, your ass will probably be asleep. That's why Christ is here right now, making a bunch of noise, but you can't hear him. You can't hear him though, cause your ass is throwing the pedal out. Nah, you still looking in the sky for something that ain't never coming. Not the way you looking for it. So you steady looking behind you instead of looking in front of you. Looking for a sign, looking in the sky. Only a wicked generation looking for a sign, but you won't get one. Nah, you won't get one except the sign of Jonas. And Jonas came from the earth, not the sky.
And he would come with a new name, a name written that no man kneweth but he himself, which is probably why you don't know that YahJew is Christ. He would come as a thief in the night, a thief in the night, meaning there wouldn't be an announcement, but he would just walk as God chose the vessel to house his spirit in. The one coming with a sword in his mouth, judging and making war, meaning he would come to bring the true information while killing all lies, which represents the sword coming from his mouth, the true bread from heaven that would purify the minds of the righteous ones. He would have a name written that no man knew but he himself, which is probably why you haven't heard. So you need to know who the Christ is. He's walking the earth, the Christ, which is the anointed one. It's a title. So if he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, would he be coming in a name that the whole world knows? No. So I tell you again, for those of you who don't know who the Christ is, that was prophesied to raise in the last days amongst his brethren, he goes by the name of YahJew Judah. So the true bread from heaven is the information that's given. It's the information that's given to renew our minds back to the pure thought of God. How is it given? How is this true bread from heaven given? God chooses a vessel who's gonna host his spirit and be his mouth. Basically, you hear the term mouthpiece. This is how God will be here amongst us, walking in the midst of us. We read in Revelations, it talks about him who walks in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. This represents God being amongst us, because he's chosen a vessel to host his spirit in. Alright? That vessel whom has many titles: the Son of Man, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Christ, Messiah, that Son of Man and the Son of God. The Son of Man and Son of God all at the same time. So he's the Son of Man because he's one of us. He's one of the men here on earth, born amongst us, amongst his brethren, risen amongst his brethren. And he's the Son of God because he's that spirit. He's that vessel, that man chosen to host the Spirit of God, whom God has chosen to bring forth the light into the world, to bring forth the true information from heaven, which is the bread. And we're to eat this bread. They call it angel's bread. Angel's bread, which is the bread for the priest. This is why Christ says, eat my flesh, drink my blood. These are all symbolic, metaphorical meanings which is all food for the spirit, food for thought.